Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Zach with Money Pit RC. So today's video is one of those Sunday recap videos. So let's get started. So we don't have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, but the stuff that we have to talk about is kind of big. So I'm very excited for this. Starbond Adhesives reached out to me. They said, hey, do you want to do a little review on these super glues? I'm like, that's fine, super glue, you know, just glue. I did not know there were so many different choices of super glue. So they call this one a medium, which is basically like a all-around super glue. This is the one this is the one that you would use from day to day. This thin super glue is, I guess, for when you're trying to repair something with like powder. So you put a little bit of powder, you put this on it, because this is basically water. But then the thick stuff is for filling in really large gaps. I didn't try this yet, but I'm very excited to. And then they also gave some super glue accelerator, makes it cure faster, and then some super glue remover, and then also some 5-minute epoxy. Very excited for this because this comes in handy a lot. So I've been using this medium stuff a lot, and I really like it. It bonds really quick, and it doesn't leave any white residue. As like normal super glue, you'd use it on something and it would just paste it in white residue like around it. This stuff doesn't do that. So I think it's really cool. I just want to give a shout out to Starbond for sending me these items, and I will definitely be buying more because I really enjoy it. So as we're talking about stuff, I've heard that these paints are very good for mixing with water. I'm gonna make a full video on this where you put this in a cup, you mix it with some water, and then it makes the paint, I would guess you would say kind of less dense, so it spreads a lot better. So it's not as like thick. I don't know, it's hard to say, but I did do it on my new build, so I'm gonna show you that build right now. Got the bug pretty much done. Might be hard to see, but you can kind of see where I did use the paint. Mixed it with water, kind of splashed it on. And then as it was drying, I used the paper towel. I think it looks really good. It really adds to it. Gives it that like, I don't know, rust-ish look. So besides that paint, I'm going to do a full video on that. But here is the bug, 120 millimeter wheelbase. I did have to change a couple things. Got it all painted pink. Did some purple jerry cans with a competition roof rack. Did paint up the scale engine and exhaust. I think it looks really cool. Put my little taillights in there. So next up, we're just gonna do a little bit of graphics, nothing crazy. I don't wanna overdo it. But here is the chassis itself. We did do pink with purple. I think it's cool, it looks cool. Still has the stock links. Well, the ones from last time. All we really did was just change up the color of the printed tray and the frame rails. But yeah, I think it looks really cool. I really like the engine. I think that's my favorite part, honestly. It's just something you don't see. So that is the bug progress. Still got the K-Tech RC wheels. Got to switch over the shocks because these still are the black shocks. I have the pink shocks from K-Tech RC. But yeah, I think it's really cool. Definitely going to keep doing a little bit more to it, but I don't want to go overboard. So let me know what you guys think of the bug. So not much has happened on the Mountain Dew Baja Blast build. Still rocking stock stuff. Got the MB100 ESC. We did change out to a Little Guy Racing Parts 50-turn motor because when we had this out, the stock motor didn't like it. It had too much stress on the motor, so it was unenjoyable to drive. Because with that ESC it helped, but the motor just didn't have enough torque. So we changed out the motor to the Little Guy Racing Parts motor, and now it's phenomenal. Love this thing. Super simple, super basic, and it looks good, performs good. But other than that, not much has changed. Not much is gonna change because I want to keep it just kind of like this. So we got some new filament for the printer. We got the blue. And let me tell you, this is straight off the printer. I did do a little bit of weathering, but all I did was paint brown over top and it looks like crap. But yeah, straight off the printer, the blue. I think it's got a really good look. I love the color. We did some Smurf transport just for the laughs. Little roof rack on top. I'm not going to go into depth about this build because I'm not done with it, and we're going to do a build breakdown, but we call her the old Smurf. Stock frame rails. Yes, stock frame rails are coming back. You don't need any fancy $100 chassis or anything like that. You can use stock frame rails. Takes a little bit of extra work, but if you use the stock frame rails, you can achieve pretty much anything you want. Trust me. You watch a whole bunch of videos, you're using stock frame rails, no issues. Had a spare 4Runner body, tossed it on this. I don't know if you can see that. I tried to weather the axles. Don't know if it just looks like I ran through mud or if it actually looks a little rusted, but you have to let me know what you guys think of that. Something different. Wanted to try it. I saw it and I wanted to try it, so don't give me credit on it. I found it on the internet. But I don't know, I think it looks alright. It'll look good in videos. That's all I got with the cars itself. We are trying something different. Well, not really something different. We found a file on Cults 3D for a 3D printed insert for inside the tires. I printed it a little bit ago and I didn't know how to change it, so it was just kind of one size. So I figured out how to put that file in Fusion 360 and I could change the diameter and basically every which way I wanted to. So this is kind of the stock file. It was a stock file and this is what it came out to, and it was very hard. It's very stiff. So with it being like this, I wanted to put them in these, which are like 56 millimeters, and these were 64. So these are a lot bigger. So I wanted to put them in these tires because I really like these tires from Endura. They're really good tires, but they're just too soft. So I was playing around with this file in Fusion 360. I printed this first, but then I went over to this, which is smaller, but I also made it a little bit wider. So it's smaller, and then I changed the diameter of the inside bead and the outside of how thick it is. So this one's definitely a lot softer, but it was still a little bit too big. So in the end, this is my final ring. It originally had 10 little spokes is what they call it. I got down to 8 and I changed it to 0.4 millimeters. So it's very soft. Oops. It's very soft and it works really well. So I have one in here. And it's nice and soft. Sidewall still has some give, but it's a lot stiffer than the stock foams. Because as you know, stock foams are junk. So I'm very excited. I printed this one. I have this one printed too. And this one's done. I have the 4th one on the printer. So I'm going to get these mounted up on some wheels, and I think they're going to perform really well. I'll let you know though if they're too hard. It's kind of hard because they're so small. You don't want to have the integrity of them gone when they get too soft. So I just wanted to share this with you. I know a whole bunch of people make 3D printed inserts. As of right now, I'm a huge fan of the silicone inserts just because they do work very well. They work phenomenal. I really want to get these to work out because RC four-wheel drive tires are very small. They have like 50 millimeter tires and people don't really make inserts for them. So if I can get these to at least semi-work better than foams, I think it'll be a good game changer for me. And especially I can just make these on the fly. I just change a couple settings, put it in Cura and print them out. So that's gonna conclude my recap video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. You know I enjoy reading through all your feedback. I'll catch you guys in the next video.